And hello everyone, we're going to just go ahead and see a deep dive of how this part works and some of the concepts that are associated. So here we have our standard large motor, and it's connected to two beams on the side. These two beams help us attach our small gear and our big gear, shown right here. And inside, if you see over here, we have an axle. And now these axles, even though they're different colors, you see here how we specifically have one that's black and one that's gray. When the motor turns, both of the wheels still turn, and that's because plus and plus are friends, and they're connected by a red axle connector. For example, over here, you can go ahead and show off what it is. There's a plus on this side, and plus on this side, and since the plus and plus are friends, they go ahead and they still connect. We have a simple ball caster at the back, so that we can go ahead and move nice and easily. And over here, we have kind of like a Santa sleigh, we have our Martian load. So for example, we put our spotted over here. So how this works is we have two tan peg axles over here that are connected to these beams, and this allows it to be loose. So for example, we're going up a steeper slope. This can go ahead and adjust, and this is one of the situations where you want a loose peg. Next, over here, we also made sure to keep these strong by having an H peg right over here. So we'll show it up close. We have an H peg so that because there's one peg loose and two pegs strong, these two are still strong even though they're loose at the connection. So you can go ahead and change the angle of the slope, and it still won't affect how this end load is being held. See, it's all still pretty relatively flat. The last thing is how we connect our robot. So to connect our robot, we change our horizontal direction, which we have over here. So let me take that out. We change our horizontal direction into a vertical direction by using our H peg with two more pegs, because remember, one peg loose, two pegs strong. So I'm going to go ahead and connect it like this, right here. Click in. And then over here, we add our centered beam. So we don't want to put it on the side over here because we want to maintain our center of mass so that it doesn't wobble to the side. And there's one more thing, is that if we attach it right here, so I'm going to go ahead and attach it just like this, lining up those middle holes with these holes over as well, just like this. Well, we can see that over here, we don't really have support. So here's another demonstration of a loose connection. There are 2 points of connection, one over here and one over here. You can kind of think this as a sliding roller, and this way the robot can still jiggle around, but we don't have to deal with having to connect it sturdily. You can always extend something out over here and connect it, but this is just an example of how we can use a one peg loose, two peg strong. And if you're wondering, the L pegs are connected by 2 blue pegs since it's 3 long. So you can see the blue peg on this side and the blue peg on that side.